Hello and welcome to the Gamers Health Podcast. The orange-ish movement. There she goes. She's moving away. Now I'll read.
Don't be a fraidy cat.
That was our little kitty, Sadie, on her perch. So, in any case, you are watching Gamers Health or listening to Gamers Health with Rach Tenkar.
Hello.
And there's a lot of things for us to talk about this week, believe it or not. So, I think first things first, yesterday, Friday, you got your second shot.
I did. And surprisingly, it's not as, it's probably on par with the first time. Maybe a little bit better because I wasn't just crazy tired. I didn't finish yoga and then crash. I was able to stay up pretty late. So, and now today, just maybe a tiny bit of achiness, but not anything serious.
Crazy kitty. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you hear the noise outside, but it's a relatively, let's see. It's 46 degrees and clear. So we have neighbors that are adjacent to our backyard diagonally that are celebrating the early arrival of spring.
Yeah.
It is what it is. So if it doesn't distract you, maybe it will amuse you. So I get my second shot, in my case, the Pfizer vaccine on Tuesday. So that'll put us both in the second vaccine, second dose to normality.
Yeah. Being good for Easter.
Being good for Easter, as per the CDC. You can now, if the one family unit is fully immunized, a second family unit that isn't immunized can come over and nobody has to mask up. So that means that my niece, my sister, my brother-in-law will be able to come over, so we'll be able to see them. All right. Yes, DJ from the UK, give us your question.
Oh,
we are happy to answer it. And as you get your question ready, we're going to toss a few other things out there. Now, earlier this week, when I say earlier, up for 2.5, 3 days up through yesterday, I had a stomach virus of sorts. So, one of those things where you go, woohoo! I lost 3 pounds. And then you come back from that, and now you know it's over because I put 2 pounds back on, and I'm no longer making the bathroom my second home. What are your thoughts on the Hawking radiation theory findings actually being proven to be true? I don't know. I'm assuming that we're talking about the physicist Hawking, but I don't know what his radiation theory findings are. If it has anything to do with cancer treatment, I'd love to hear about it because I am a Hodgkin survivor, and radiation was one of the treatments that I had, and radiation probably did more damage to my heart and gave me stenosis of the left shoulder and neck. So I'm still paying for my Hodgkin's a dozen years ago, but I'm here, and really, that's what matters, right?
Mm-hmm.
What else was on the recent agenda, Rach? Oh, talking about health. And in a way, it's accessibility, I guess I should say, right?
Accessibility.
Accessibility. So, Joe the lawyer had brought the idea up to me of doing away with the podcast and just focusing on YouTube and the live streams. And I know I have a very large and loyal following audience for the Tavern Chat podcast. I am not going to abandon you all. What I might do is instead of recording initially on the podcast side and then translating the audio to a static video that goes up on the YouTube 4 days a week, but I'm not live streaming, I'll probably record to YouTube and then upload the audio. If you listen to this on Tavern Chat, you won't notice a difference. If you prefer watching on YouTube, you should notice a difference. However, somebody mentioned that they would like to have seen closed captioning on the YouTube videos. And I was always under the impression that you had to pay like $1.50 a minute to get that shit going. Well, I found out that YouTube's automatic closed captioning is 98% accurate from a little experimenting I've done. So I will be.
Yeah, it's pretty good for the videos that I watch.
Yeah.
It's just automatically in there.
So I'll be adding closed captioning. It's going to take a while to get back to it. I think I do each one automatically. It's just flagging it for that, but we're going to get to that. And then I realized that the blog used to be automatically converted to audio until that plugin died a couple of years ago. I found an app that I will be using to do such. It is called Word, WOORD. It is $5 a month if you pay for the year, and allow me to convert the text to a decent sounding artificial voice. So there will probably be in the next couple of weeks, I'll probably release a secondary podcast where I'll upload a week's worth of blog posts as an audio stream. I don't think it'll be up here on YouTube. Maybe after doing only like a week of posts at a time, maybe I'll put it up on YouTube too. But it'll be for those that are visually impaired. So, DJ, speedy recovery and well wishes to you and your family. Hawking radiation has to do with black holes, but I will not bore you with physics. Take care. When you talked about,
you had to improvise. I was like, the who?
No, it's okay. My knowledge of radiation is limited. She unplugged the computer.
Thank you so much, Sadie.
Sadie, get out from behind there. Hold on.
Sadie, come this way.
She didn't unplug it, but she.
Yeah, that's a good girl.
I'm gonna have to.
Stay right here.
See, that's what you get when you have your window open and the cat
and a curious kitty.
And a curious kitty, because I haven't seen an open window in a while. I might have to push this back further, don't I?
Don't go back there, sweetheart.
I'm gonna have to. Oh, geez.
Stay up here.
All right. Oh, so there you go. So look at that. I think that I prevent her from walking behind the computer, and she can still look out the window.
Aww.
Oh my God.
Poor baby.
So, lesson learned: when you open the window, the cat will go behind it. Oh, geez, I had no idea. So, in any case, for the visually impaired, for the hearing impaired, we'll be doing things on this end to make enjoying all things tavern related just a little bit easier. And it's important. Rach is visually impaired.
Yeah.
So anything I can do to help folks that are impaired with their vision or their hearing, I'm more than happy to do. So I know a couple of people that have visual impairments in the industry that haven't really been reading the blog and would like to and enjoy the old plugin. So I have to reach out to some people and let them know what the future plans are. Relatively immediate. I mean, I did subscribe to the yearly plan shortly before logging in to do this live stream. So it's going to be a little time consuming because I got to do each day one at a time. But hey, if I do a week's worth on a daily basis or whatever, we'll catch up sooner or later. Now, Rach, you've been doing your yoga, correct?
Yeah, this is an on weekend, and let's see. And then 2 weeks ago, I taught my first class.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, to 4 of my peers, which thank God it was only 4. With how nervous I was. So,
well, how many people are normally in your class?
Well, if it was the 200 hours, it could be quite large, but
okay.
Yeah. Especially when you're in the room, like when you're in the studio,
right?
It could be up to 18. Like I had a class of 18.
Oh, yeah, that could be intimidating.
When I was at, my 200 hour, but in that situation, it was your practical was just like doing like 20 minutes to like a half an hour of teaching. and you sort of broke the class up into thirds. And so you collaborated with other people to create a class together. And then, so that was very nice, but still nerve-wracking because it was a big class. And then, but this is nerve-wracking because you're doing it for like some of the classes, like the restorative ones are, she has slotted for 60 minutes. And then, the vinyasa classes are an hour and 15 minutes.
Did you use your singing bowls?
I used my singing bowls. You're darn tootin'. I gave them a nice sound bath in their shavasana, and they loved it.
It sounds like I gave you a sound bath in your shavasana.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds, I don't know. It almost kind of sort of sounds sexual, and at the same time, it sounds like something a drunk would say to you. I'll give you a sound bath in your shavasana. Come on, put them up. No. Do you think your yoga class would appreciate if I said that to him? Kim,
they might laugh.
Your husband's an asshole, but he's funny.
But yeah, so like I feel like I'm planning some classes. Like I am planning one to do because we have to do 4.
Okay.
And who knows, I might go shoot for the stars just to like keep bullying through my little performance anxiety, just to keep going and practicing.
Right.
But I want to do one that focuses on teaching blind students and giving them like maybe have them go through half the lesson with blindfold, and then do the last half of the session with their sight, and then sort of compare the two and how it was for them to deal with the instructions. So like there's certain ways that you describe things, certain way that you orient people on their mat and stuff when they do have like a visual impairment or complete blindness. So being able to create a class for that so that people can be more sensitive to that, because we have a lot of in New York especially, or any city with public transport, we have a lot of folks with visual impairment because coming to cities gives us a lot of more freedom. And then so like and then also like with aging populations, like I don't know, you hear about a lot of yoga in senior centers and stuff like that. So a lot of seniors lose their eyesight. I think that's like the biggest population that experiences blindness. So
Sadie,
come back this way, Sadie.
Sorry, girl.
Sadie,
I'm gonna have to use the light as a blocker.
What, does she not go near when you turn it on?
No, it's a ring light. If I move it to block her egress behind.
Oh.
Although she'll probably just go through it at this point.
Yeah, she's...
all right, so folks, if we happen to lose our connection because the damn cat goes behind my computer, I cannot be held responsible for any actions this cat fucking does. Oh, mother de mia.
It's out of control.
it's insane in the Tenkar's household.
Oh,
it's insane in the Tenkar's membrane. Man, that's
remember that old song?
Yes,
insane in your membrane, insane in your brain.
All right, so
there she is. She's back. She's peeking down the little hole in her house.
She's like, I was getting into trouble doing my other stuff.
Yeah, that's a good place to go.
Oh God.
So doing less with that, and then some restorative. People have asked for yoga nidra, which is like a sort of a meditation, sort of like a it's sort of restorative too, like it's a meditation that like helps people tap into their subconscious, and it helps people kind of rest. So like 20 minutes of yoga nidra can be equivalent of an hour of sleep. So
really?
Yeah. I think that's the statistic.
Interesting. Tell Laramie that.
Yeah, we'll have to send him some Yoga Nidra recordings.
Yoga Nidra. Oh my God, our neighbors are getting louder and louder. Again, let's see how good this mic is. Are you directional? Are you keeping them away? Because for those that want to know, look, I have an AKG microphone. This is what we got, and it does a pretty good job of keeping out some of the riffraff noise. But I don't know if they keep out all the riffraff noise, all the riffraff day. I don't think we can do that. So, like I mentioned earlier this week, my stomach was not right, so I actually. One thing with the type 2 diabetes, I've been watching my carbs with my congestive heart failure. I've been watching my sodium. So if you have to watch your carbs and watch your sodium, what are you probably not eating when it comes to like nice warm soup? You're not having ramen.
Oh, yeah.
Ramen is like a shit ton of carbs and
salt.
You could probably,
That's our week's worth of salt.
Yeah, well, in just one serving.
Mm-hmm.
And each bag has 2 servings, right?
Yeah.
There you go. However, I was like, you know what? I could probably make a ramen. So what I did was I got a small pot boiling, boiled some water. Once the water was boiling, I had onions and peppers frozen, tossed it into the pot. I then took some konjac noodles and prepare them. In this case, all you got to do is rinse them for like 2 minutes. These are the ones from the Thrive Market. Depending on where you get them, the price will change and how you have to prepare them because they all fucking stink. They stink of like rotting soil when you open it up. However, you rinse them and it generally disappears. The Thrive ones don't require pan frying or any other shit to prepare them. It's just rinse and go. And they came out very good. I had chicken bouillon, sodium free, and then I put some chipotle spice because I wanted a little heat. And when I dashed a little hot sauce in there, I forgot to tell you that.
That was good.
So it was sodium free hot sauce. So in the end, I had the first ramen I've had probably since last spring. And the only thing it was missing was that little bit of grease on top that you usually get. And I could probably have put in...
Ew, you mean that yellow stuff?
Yeah. A little bit of oil. I could have probably put in like a...
You don't need that.
I could have put in like a quarter... I could put in a quarter teaspoon of olive oil or avocado oil. For little healthy oils that give you the good stuff in your food and help your food go down. I don't know.
I think we're good with the oil.
Okay. Listen, when I cook, it's olive oil or avocado oil. That's we get a little
good
bit
oil.
Good oils. Good oils are the oils for me. So now, I am not drinking beer, although it might look like I am. I am not drinking hop tea. I'm drinking the other stuff, the hop
water.
Hop water. And although hop water is also made with a tea, but it's got a mango and hop flavor going, and you know what? It's actually pretty good. And it's got some other, I don't know, antioxidants in it or some.
It's not carbonated, is it?
It's slightly carbonated.
Slightly.
It's not as carbonated as
the
hop tea. It's a light carbonation.
Oh, the mango smells good.
Yeah. And I don't like mango as a rule, but this is actually pretty good. There's also a blood orange. The blood orange is fucking good.
I don't think I had that one yet.
Yeah, so I got to chill a few more. But if you
have a mango one after this, maybe.
Oh, there you go. It's 0 carbs, 0 calories. All right,
Mm-hmm.
It's like having one of those flavored seltzers that have the essence, but you can definitely smell the hops.
But this is natural mango fusion, not chemical mango.
No, I usually get seltzers.
Like one of those seltzers.
No, usually your seltzers are naturally flavored.
Really?
Yeah. Well, it doesn't mean it's actually natural. Just that it's a whole thing of natural flavoring. I saw a YouTube video once, so I mean, there's the issue on that. But what it comes down to is I have no light beer in the fridge, and I had my stomach issues the last couple of days. So I was like, So this tastes better than Heineken Zero. So Padre, if you're watching, I noticed that you found your Heineken Zero and a fake gin for Lent. You might want to check out hop water and hop tea as an alternative if you're
Hop
saying
tea is so good.
if you're saying that you're going to avoid alcohol for the Lenten holy days. These are ways to avoid alcohol and yet still get that hoppy flavor, which I didn't realize how much I enjoyed it until I stopped having it. And then you're like, I need it. Yeah, they're having a good party out there. I should go over there and crash it. I don't think I'd fit. I think they take one look at me and they go, Policia? Yeah, probably, you know. Who's this dumb fuck coming over? Get away from our Coronas. Just go. And I know it is because I've seen the garbage they put out.
Well, that's good because a couple of years ago, they were putting out things like Bush, some other cheapo thing. Not Old English. It wasn't quite that.
No. But that was
Colt 45. That's what it was.
That's when they had it was the college. It was only the college students back then, and that was when it was like. This party is not as loud as it used to be.
Yeah, I guess it was a different group.
It was a different group. Yeah. I think these guys have a little bit more funds. They're not.
Yeah.
They're not like Meister Brown.
They're a little more upwardly mobile.
Yeah. No Meister Brown in this combination. So, what else? Oh, it's good weather. We've hit this mid to upper 60s the last couple of days. Today hit like 48 maybe, but it was a sunny 48, not too windy. The dog took me for a walk. And we say that we take the dog for a walk. No, because Danka has her destination. You will follow her. And if you don't, and she's only like 9.5, 10 pounds, but she will splay herself out. And like, I'm not. If
you want me to move, you're going to have to come here and lift me.
And then she'd be like, we didn't cover a large amount of area. If we were doing a hex crawl, I would have called this a grid search. All right. If any of you are into law enforcement, the grid search.
Yeah, she has a map in her little puppy mind.
Yep. I'm gonna cover both sides of the block, up and down, and she's searching it out. She's not gonna miss a single scrap of fucking food, or any of the usual stray cats that have their own little spots. She will check them all out. Oh, and she looked for Marie.
Oh, I bet.
And then she looked over there and went, oh, she's not there. I'll just continue up Van Horn.
She's like, oh, man.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, girl, she's not out there for you. That's one of our neighbors around the block. She's just like, oh, peoples. So she took me out for an hour. She
remembers where she finds the good chicken bones.
Oh, God. It's fucking annoying. I'm always like, God, if I trip and fall and need help, I'd send the dog to get it, but it would probably take an hour because she'll take the most roundabout way before getting back to the house. Won't be like, Lassie, go get help. I'd be like, Donka, go get help. Okay, why are you going that way? You
right after I get this chicken bone.
You're not going to stop me this time because I've got free range.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo. But it was a good walk. I had a couple of good walks. Since we both had our first shot, and my mother's had her 2 shots, we actually went...
Our first outing in a year. Yes.
Discount stores last summer.
Oh, yeah, I forget.
But, I mean, a real driving out to Long Island and walking around Hicks, a garden nursery supply store, for about 90 minutes, just about.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's that season, right? So...
And the big flower show was on.
Yeah. So it felt good to get out. Again, my cardiologist told me 10 days after your first shot, you are effectively inoculated or immunized against serious illness or worse.
Unfortunately,
what?
We didn't think of this. We could have done a Hicks Hall video showing our beautiful plants.
All right. Well, we can do it next week. Assuming we don't kill the plants between now and then.
No, mine are happy in the bedroom. Like...
Okay.
The little air ferns are really happy. I had to water everybody in the kitchen.
All right, my succulents are doing well over here. All right, we got them above us.
Yeah, are you spraying in there?
I haven't sprayed. I'm going to take them down before I spray because I got the computer right underneath them.
But it's not holes there.
No, but the spray could go, and I'm gonna take them down when I do it. Okay, is that okay with you?
I guess so.
All right. Anything else that you think that we didn't cover today?
I think we got it all.
All right, folks. Like I said, we are still in the midst of the world of pandemic. The CDC is slowly giving permission for us to begin to live our lives again, assuming that we have been vaccinated. I am not telling you what to do. Your state is different. Your localities are different. Your risk factors are different than mine for comorbidities. So you're gonna go it. You gotta go strong, man. You better cover all the fucking bases. You only had, I think, 2 official comorbidities. One that was even listed. So sorry, Rach, you weren't as comorbid as me.
I have 3 comorbidities, but only 2 that qualified me.
Yeah, you see. But you got.
I didn't give a shit about my thyroid.
And in the end, they didn't give a shit
Like,
anyway.
you're fat and you
Got
have hypertension, but I didn't even have to disclose that because I qualified from work.
Right, social worker. Listen, folks, I am not going to tell you what to do. I'm going to say use your common sense because your situation is different than mine. It's different than Rachel's, different than my parents. But you got to take actions that will keep yourself healthy and safe. Because if you can keep yourself healthy and safe, you can help others. All right? If you're not healthy and safe, you could get other people sick. That maybe are more at risk than you. So, again, not telling you what to do. You're probably adult. If your kid's listening to this because Uncle Tenkar curses, fuck you. All right? I curse. Why? My own niece threw me under the bus, but before she couldn't even talk sentences. And she was,
yes, she could because she said it in a sentence.
No, she went out.
She put it in the proper context. Though.
Proper context. Ouch. Fuck. What?
Uncle, fuck.
Fuck. Who taught you that? Uncle. Fuck. So I have a very smart niece, and she was smart even when she was little. And she also knew to deflect and throw Uncle under the bus when appropriate. Good going, Shannon. Hopefully you're not watching this right now because I'll get in trouble with your mother for using bad language. Folks, as always, be safe, be well, God bless, roll those dice, and I'm going to knock on fake wood of my desk. Maybe it's pressed wood, so maybe it counts. Yeah, it sounds like pressed wood. Woodish. Knock on woodish. I'll be back again tomorrow. All right, folks. Be good, be safe.